All right, guys, let's get to what's been trending around the show and see what's been moving the needle. So we were under Miggy Watch this afternoon. We all just saw how it ended as the future Hall of Famer was on the doorstep of 3,000 career hits. So, Rec, is this the best pure hitter of his generation?
This is really tough because when I start putting this list together, I think about Albert Pujols. That's one of the greatest hitters I've ever seen. And I like to think about these guys in their prime, right? So I think about Miggy. He came up with the Marlins third baseman, and he was hitting right out the chute, right? I mean, this guy could hit. He was hitting doubles. He was hitting homers. He could hit for average. Never really struck out a ton. Wasn't a low strikeout guy, but and he could do it. He could put it all together. Pujols was kind of that guy, too. I mean, this guy put up 330, 30, 40, 100 and who knows how many RBI. I mean, this guy put together consistent years, year after year in St. Louis. I think about guys who would even be maybe molded into this generation, if you will, guys like Freddie Freeman, Joey Votto. Adrian Beltre is a guy who never gets the respect he deserves as a hitter. He would be on this list. There's so many guys you could go to, but if you want to compare, I usually split up righties and lefties. So I tend to go towards, when we're talking about this, I'd go towards Pujols, I'd go towards Beltre, but Miggy would be right in there. And you would have to consider it, to me, the fact that this guy almost set a whole new course for baseball and the way guys approach their ABs. That, to me, sets Miggy apart a little bit. There's not a whole lot of other guys I see. Mike Trout, of course, guys are trying to emulate what he does and what he can do. But a lot of guys were doing that with Miggy. A lot of his teammates, he was teaching them kind of his mentality, the way he goes the other way, situational hitting. I can remember catching behind this guy in a game and runner on third. I'm thinking, okay, I just got to get ahead of this guy or I got to try to do something. And he doesn't care. He's just putting the ball in play going, thanks for the RBI. And I'm back there going, oh, my God. I can't get him out. I can't do anything right. So, that's the kind of guy Miggy was. And there's not many guys in baseball like him. That's for sure.
I think Anthony makes a great point talking about the guys he rubbed off on, too. I think about Nick Castellanos. I think about J.D. Martinez. For me, Albert Pujols 1A, Miggy 1B, right? Albert Pujols, I look 3 MVPs to Miggy's 2. Albert Pujols, 10 top 5 finishes in the MVP. He's got a couple World Series. So when I look at best pure hitter, they've got to be right there with each other, but Pujols just edges them out a little bit. But I think to Anthony's point, the biggest difference with them is that they use the whole field so well. They were hitters before they were actually power hitters. Yeah. And I think that's why now you've seen a little shift, more guys trying to focus more on power, but those guys set the standard early.
Yeah, Keith, as the game evolves, so
these guys aged well. I think of Pujols too, obviously, but I also think about that Triple Crown. Yep. I don't know when we're going to see that again. Maybe Vladdy Jr., the next generation of hitters. And then also doing it in Comerica Park. Like, we just watched the Yankees series there. Yankees are trying to hit him out of the ballpark, and that ball is dying. Miggy got it done in there for years. So props to Miggy. Didn't get 3,000 against the Yankees today, but it's on the way. It's on the way.
So I feel like that's a minor victory for you.
That's all I got. That's all I got.